Spinelli and Jason reveal Sonny's grandson. Sonny kicks his best friend out of town. Port Charles is bracing for a storm more powerful than any mob war, betrayal, or courtroom drama. In a shocking twist that no one saw coming, Spinelli and Jason uncover a buried secret so explosive it threatens to destroy the core of Sonny Corinthos' world. A grandson long kept hidden, a betrayal rooted in brotherhood, and a fury that may cause Sonny to make the most heart-wrenching decision of his life, banishing his best friend from Port Charles for good. This is not just another week in Port Charles. This is a reckoning, and the fallout will change everything. It all starts with Spinelli noticing a pattern in encrypted messages while tracking a cyber trail connected to pikemen. One file, seemingly unrelated, catches his eye. It's an old transmission, a digital footprint embedded with biometric data linked to Jason Morgan. As Spinelli digs deeper, what he discovers shakes him to his core: a DNA match between Jason and a young boy named Leo Vega, a child reported to be in a private Swiss clinic. But the real shock? The boy's mother is Natalia Ruiz, a woman from Jason's past, someone he barely remembered from his time in hiding after the Cassadine Island explosion. Spinelli hesitates, torn between loyalty and fear. He contacts Jason, who has only recently been reunited with his family and is still grappling with Sonny's icy reception. When Spinelli explains what he's found, Jason's world shifts. He had no idea the brief affair during his time abroad had led to his child. But there's another twist. The child isn't just Jason's. Leo Vega is also Sonny's grandson. Natalia was once romantically involved with Dante during his time in undercover work. The timing overlaps. One child, two potential fathers. Spinelli arranges for a secret DNA test using samples from Jason, Dante, and the boy. When the results come back, they reveal a shocking truth. Jason is the father, but Leo has Corinthos' DNA in his maternal line. Natalia is Olivia Falconeri's half-sister, making Leo Dante's cousin, and Sonny's biological grandson through Olivia's lineage. Jason is overwhelmed. He barely remembers the woman, yet he now has a son who has grown up alone, in pain, afflicted with a rare medical condition that required him to be hidden away and cared for in Europe. And Sonny? This child carries the blood of Corinthos, his blood, and was kept from him. Jason knows they must tell Sonny. But how? Sonny, who still hasn't fully forgiven Jason for disappearing. Sonny, who has lost trust in nearly everyone. Sonny, who has only just begun rebuilding his fractured family with Donna, Avery, and Christina. Jason calls a meeting at Greystone Manor. Spinelli is there. So is Dante, Michael, and Carly. The air is thick with tension. Sonny walks in, stoic, unaware of the storm about to erupt. Jason begins carefully, recounting his time in hiding, the woman named Natalia, the child, the medical condition. Spinelli shows the DNA results. Carly's jaw drops. Dante is stunned. Michael can barely process the information. Sonny, however, stands frozen. "You're telling me," Sonny growls, "that I have a grandson I didn't know about? And you, Jason, knew and didn't come to me the second you found out?" Jason tries to explain. "I only just found out myself. I didn't remember Natalia until Spinelli found the file." "You always remember the women you've slept with," Sonny barks. "Don't lie to me." Jason stays silent. The silence grows heavier as Sonny's fury builds. The room watches a man unravel. For Sonny, this isn't just about betrayal. It's about what he's lost. What he could have had. A grandson. A piece of his legacy. Suffering in silence while his so-called brothers stayed quiet. "What else haven't you told me?" Sonny demands. "You keeping more secrets? Are you still working with pikemen?" Jason's face darkens. "I'd never do that to you. I came to you with the truth. But it's too late." Sonny explodes. "You're not my brother anymore. You don't get to stand in this house and pretend you care about family. You're done. Get out of my town." Everyone gasps. Spinelli intervenes. "Sonny, please." Jason didn't do this maliciously. He was just trying to protect. Protect who? Sonny yells. Himself? His lies? My grandson? The only people I protect are those who are loyal to me. Jason takes a deep breath. He looks at Sonny, his friend, his family, his brother, and nods. I'll go, Jason says. But I'm taking my son. Jason leaves Port Charles with Leo, settling temporarily in Quebec. He doesn't look back.
Not yet.
He needs time to process, to be a father, to protect his child from the emotional shrapnel of the war back home. Back in Port Charles, the repercussions ripple through every household. Carly is livid. She confronts Sonny at the Metro court, tears streaming down her face. You pushed away the only person who's ever stood by you, no matter what. Jason made mistakes, but you burned the bridge. Dante feels betrayed too, by both Jason and Natalia. He contacts Natalia in Switzerland, only to find out she died from complications during Leo's treatment months ago. Leo is all alone until now. Christina, who just opened her youth center, feels the sting of rejection from Sonny, who keeps alienating the people who love him. She visits Jason secretly and connects with Leo. Their bond forms instantly. Spinelli, heartbroken, goes off the grid. He blames himself for triggering the explosion. He wanted to reunite a father and son, not tear the Corinthos family apart. Meanwhile, Michael begins questioning everything. Sonny's choices, his rage, his inability to forgive. For the first time, Michael considers severing ties for good. In Quebec, Jason begins a new chapter. Leo, quiet and observant, slowly begins to trust him. They bond over motorcycle rides, pancakes, and quiet nights looking up at the stars. Jason promises he'll never leave him again. But Leo has questions. About his mother. About Port Charles. About the grandfather who didn't want him. Jason shields him from the worst, but knows a reckoning is coming. Back in Port Charles, Sonny spirals. His grip on the mob loosens. Selena Wu, sensing his vulnerability, begins making moves. Ava warns Sonny, but he won't listen. At Donna's school recital, Sonny is seen alone. No family by his side. Not Carly. Not Christina. Not Michael. Not even Dante. The mob kingpin, once surrounded by a fortress of love and loyalty, is now a man alone. It's Olivia who finally confronts him at the Courtemain mansion. You kicked out the one person who never gave up on you, she says. Jason's boy is your grandson in every way that matters. You lost more than a friend. You lost your soul. That night, Sonny stares at a photo of him and Jason in better times. Tears fall, but he's too proud to call. 3 months later, tragedy strikes. Leo collapses during a routine checkup. His rare condition worsens. The only specialist who can treat him is in Port Charles. Jason has no choice. He returns with Leo to GH, facing the wrath of the town and the man who threw him out. The hospital is tense. Jason refuses to see Sonny. He stays with Leo day and night. Christina and Carly support him. Even Monica visits, rekindling her bond with her grandson. But it's Sonny who shows up quietly one evening, standing outside Leo's hospital room. Jason looks up. Their eyes meet. He's strong, Sonny says quietly, just like his dad. Jason nods, but says nothing. I was wrong, Sonny continues. I was angry, hurt, and I took it out on you. Jason says, I understand. No, Sonny says. You don't, because you still came back when he needed help, when I didn't deserve it. Jason finally replies, he's my son. He's your grandson. That's all that matters. The silence between them breaks, just a little. As Leo undergoes treatment, Sonny and Jason slowly reconnect. Not as mobsters. Not as enforcers or bosses. But as fathers. As family. Leo pulls through. He gets better. Sonny offers to bring Jason back into the fold, but Jason refuses. I need to be a father now. A real one. No more shadows. No more violence. Sonny nods, for once not trying to pull him back in. In a final gesture, Sonny arranges for Natalia's ashes to be buried near the waterfront, where Leo can visit. A quiet act of redemption. At the dedication, the entire Corinthos clan shows up. Even Spinelli returns, walking beside Maxie, holding Georgie's hand. Dante brings Rocco. Michael brings Wiley. Christina stands tall. Leo stands between Jason and Sonny, a living symbol of peace after war. Port Charles will never be the same. Spinelli and Jason's revelation tore the town apart, but it also forced every character to confront their values, their past, and their loyalties. Sonny lost his best friend, but gained a grandson. Jason lost his home, but found his purpose. And through it all, Leo Vega, brave, quiet, and wise beyond his years, became the boy who reminded everyone what truly matters: love, family, and forgiveness. But in Port Charles, peace never lasts. Because just as Jason and Leo begin to settle in, a new enemy emerges from Natalia's past. And he wants the boy back. Stay tuned, GH fans. The next storm is already on the horizon.